Series of sourdough. Okay, this is the 6th day by adding teaspoons of water and flour every day. It seems to be devouring or eating because it's not growing very fast. So let's look. Oh my goodness. Okay, it's watery. There is oxygen at the bottom. Oh, okay. But we want larger bubbles is what I'm... Oh, we have tiny bubbles in there. Okay. So we have tiny bubbles and okay, and it smells like more like a Parmesan. Wow, flour and water starting to make like cheese. So look. It's turning a little yellow. The bubbles are tiny. Okay. Alright. Give it a heavy feed. Got to amp up these bubbles and get them to be larger bubbles. Right? So, 6th day. I say I'm going to double the feed. See if it can handle. And then, oh, let's add the water. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is looking like 2 tablespoons of flour, 1 teaspoon of water. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm jaded. I'm a little jaded. This is a process of my subconscious and improving an equation to myself in my head. Kind of getting lost in the process, but this is all right. See, there is oxygen. Okay. Oh, look at that big bubble. It's kind of formulating. That's quick. Okay, see? That's quick. Look at that universe. Ooh, look at that. Okay, so yes, the idea is to get big bubbles to formulate quickly. Okay. Okay. Alright, that is the one. Let's move. So again, that is this one. We do have oxygen and life. Oh, alright. Yes, that is active. Okay. Alright, yes, it is active. Okay, let's check the other one. Okay, so that It's eating up the flour pretty good and nice and quickly. Let's see what kind of oxygen formulates in this one. Oh yes, we have oxygen. Let's see. How fast is it active? How quickly are those bubbles popping and moving? Oh, okay. This is such a fragile process, and you are always hoping for the best, hoping that nothing contaminates the process and that you have forward movement. Okay, yes, we do have bubbles. Oxygen. Okay, so what's the movement activity? Good day, good day. The stars are aligning. Oh. The oxygen bubbles are aligning. And are they growing larger? It looks like the bubbles are growing larger. Oh, do y'all see that? The oxygen, they went from slight, are they getting bigger? It appears to me that those bubbles, those little dots, those oxygen dots are growing larger. Yes, they are. Okay, yes, they are. Okay, yes, this is, Lord, I am really considering feeding it twice today to see, well, I don't know, okay. We slow down, I will slow down, and I'll just keep the pace, the 24-hour pace. We're at the 6-day mark. And my initial thought was to do 12 days of slow, gradual process. We do not have any foul odor. We do not have any extended growth. We have a correct process taking place. There's one big large bubble right there in the top middle, top left. I wonder if that bubble will grow. It seems like it. Is that bubble getting bigger? I bet you there's a science to seeing this. Yes, there is. See how fast the bubbles grow and pop. Okay, it just popped. Okay, so you see that that's showing rising and completion. I just think we need a few more bubbles, a little more activity, of course, but it is becoming active. Okay. It's becoming active. one simple stir. Is it lasting? Yeah, we want to see a little more activity, more oxygen. Okay. Okay. All right, now it's time to clean the containers, keep them clean and manageable, no waste from the side to ensure that there's no uneven moisture. Let's see. I'll adjust this so that I can grab the towel. Ooh, it really smells almost like there's a slight of vinegar aroma with the cheese, maybe? This is such a touchy process because you don't want to you don't want to let the material touch the yeast. Just want to clean the jar. Doing my best to keep this very sanitary. Mm. Oh, is that a big bubble? This flour didn't get mixed all the way. Oh, oh, Lord. Okay, see that bubble is growing larger than the rest. That's good. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Those are bigger bubbles. So a double feed more flour and water, and it grows big. Those are, yes, it's active. Stand to do more. Okay, let's see if it. I want to see if it can actually produce bubbles under the surface. That is the true goal. See if the bubbles. Yes, there are a few. They're tiny though. They're not as large as I would like. Let's clean this one. Yes, it has a slight vinegar. Vinegar is healthy. I've heard people say that it smells unpleasant. This does not smell unpleasant. It smells very organic and almost, oh, the larger bubbles. It smells, yes. And remember, this is something that's a slow and steady process because you're creating something with an indefinite lifespan if you can continue to enrich the yeast with water and flour. And yes, that's active. Okay, so the bubbles are slightly larger, if y'all are able to tell. They're slightly larger, and it is acting quickly because it almost dissolved the flour in water, and it's now still very smooth, movable. Yes, the bubbles are growing larger, so it is completely, whew, sustaining. Okay. Oh yeah, they're growing larger. Smooth, consistent, and oxygenated. Okay. Pleasant surprise for my first time creating yeast, creating a sourdough starter, because the pleasantries of this is that the flavor that it will carry, and you're building your flavor and your aroma, you should be able to take, you know, what, a tablespoon, 2 tablespoons of this and add it directly to flour and water, and it should give you something that will produce a flavor and taste, you know, not just water and flour. It should give you, you know, without having to go through all the other, of course you can add whatever you'd like, but if you only had flour and water to add to the ferment, it would give you a flavor, aroma, a enriched flavor, you know. Okay, good day again, and thank you for watching. I will keep updates on shorts on if I feed it again. At this point, this has to be a form of intuition, to where you can look, see, smell, and recognize what it needs to grow. It's a parable of love. With that being said, thank you again for your time and attention. This is my little parable of love, which I intend to produce results of making bread.